What's up? If you clicked on this video, then that probably means that you're running an agency and you probably want to close top 1% clients for that agency and charge them top 1% money. At the same time, you probably don't want to spend thousands, tens of thousands, and hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads before actually seeing a return. And at the same time, you probably don't have a huge brand to actually make money from yet. And so you're in a situation where what you need is a cold outreach strategy that actually books in calls with top 1% clients that you can charge big money from. And that's what you're looking for. You don't want to spend a lot of money on ads. You don't want to, build a huge brand and then start making money. You want to make money now. And you want to work with the best of the best in your industry and be able to charge them 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K, whatever you want to charge them. And the way in which you actually reach out to those people and the way in which you actually book calls with these people is what I want to talk about in this video. And more specifically, what you're probably doing wrong right now and why it's not working out for you. And so this is going to be a very boring video. If you cannot sit through this entire 10, 15 minute video and actually pay attention and just stick with it for that time, then you will probably not build a successful company either way. So you might as well click off right now. If you are serious though about growing your agency past 50K a month and you genuinely want this, then sit through this video. It's going to be a boring video, and I can promise you that. It's not going to be exciting because it isn't exciting. It's just very valuable and can make you a lot of money if you actually pay attention and act upon it. So without any further ado, I'll give you the breakdown now. Make sure to tune in and listen if you're actually serious about this. If not, click off right now. So you're right now in this position, right? You don't have a huge brand. You don't necessarily have a lot of money to spend on ads. You want to do cold outreach to actually land top 1% clients in your industry that you can charge 10K, 20K, 50K upfront from. And so what we want to do here is we want to understand what not to do, okay? So what most people do, or what you shouldn't do, is they go volume. And what I mean by that is this. I have personally tried a lot of different outreach strategies. Trust me, I've probably tried every single outreach strategy under the sun. I've done cold calls. I've sent DMs on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I've set up automated email campaigns and Instantly or any other softwares as well. I've actually tried pretty much everything you can try. And I can promise you that the things everybody tells you to do don't work. And I'll explain why right now. So if you send, say, 50 DMs per day and you send it on IG or LinkedIn, it doesn't really matter what platform you're on, by the way. Say you send 50 DMs per day. The issue is this. You probably are sending generic DMs. You're sending DMs that take maybe a couple seconds, maybe like a minute to actually, personalize a bit, and then you're sending it to the prospects. What's the issue? The issue is that this is something any 5-year-old can copy. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, if a 5-year-old can copy me, is it really that effective? Probably not. Why? Well, because business is a competition. And if you're doing stuff that everybody can do, guess what? You're not going to see good results. What you need to do is you need to do things that few people can do, and then you're going to see extraordinary results, which is very logical, right? It's nothing fancy, nothing crazy. And so what you want to avoid and what you don't want to do is you don't want to be generic in your outreach message. You don't want to just go the volume route and send a bunch of generic DMs to people that don't really have any true value or any true personalization and don't really talk about anything relevant. Because here's the problem. I probably have 5 or 10 people reaching out to me every couple of days, wanting to do video editing for me, or wanting to do copywriting for me, or wanting to be a setter. I have a lot of people reaching out to me, wanting to work for me, or wanting to sign me as a client. The issue is this. The issue is that none of them actually research me. None of them know what offers I run. None of them know my strategies. None of them know literally anything about me, my companies, my strategy, or anything like that. And if someone personalizes anything, it's usually a personalization that I know they can copy and paste and send to 100 people either way. Do you genuinely believe sending someone the message saying, oh, I really like, how disciplined you are with the content and the colors you're using in your text. Bro, you can send that to anyone. There's no personalization behind this. And so you shouldn't be generic. You shouldn't go the volume route. What should you do? Well, you should do the opposite of this, which is something that I like to call the perfect cold video pitch. Now, why is the perfect cold video pitch so powerful? The perfect cold video pitch is so powerful because it goes against everything that I was just talking about that most people do. The perfect cold video pitch actually takes effort to create. It's not easy to do, and that's exactly why it works. And by the way, the perfect cold video pitch, just for reference, this is nothing that I invented. I actually got this strategy from my previous consultant that I was working with, and he has been using this for 10 years. And so I know that it works, and it works very effectively because he's been able to sign huge clients with this. Clients making 5 million, 10 million, 15 million a month. And he's been able to charge up to 10, 15% revenue shares in those companies. And so I know it works for that reason. I know it works because he's had hundreds of people that he's been implementing this strategy with before, and it's worked out very well for them. I've implemented it myself, worked out very well, and I have a lot of clients using this exact strategy as well. I, for example, had Andre. He closed a 10K paid in full deal plus 2K retainer plus 250 per booked appointment within 32 days. He had no clients and made no money before joining. I had, for example, Benjamin. Benjamin closed a 7.5K PIF plus 15% revenue share within 1.5 weeks. And Benjamin did this with a guy that has 2.3 million followers and a great offer. I have more. I have Jacob, 6K, etc. Like, I can dive into a lot of case studies here, but that's not the point of this video. The point of me telling you this is just because I want you to understand that this actually works. Okay, and so the perfect cold video pitch is the best strategy that I have found and I have ever seen since I started my first business for signing great top-level clients with cold outreach. Now, how do you actually do the perfect cold video pitch? Well, the core parts of the perfect cold video pitch are personalization, value, and effort. So you want to go the route of being hyper-personalized, being hyper-valuable, and putting in a lot of effort into each and every single prospect. This is a sniper outreach strategy because what most people do is they go, they have a shotgun strategy. Meaning if they have 100 leads on this wall that's next to me right here, they have 100 leads, they go at it with a shotgun and they just spray and pray and they hope that something hits. But that, even though sometimes it signs you clients, will only get you low quality, low level clients complaining about a $2,000 price point, which is fucking nothing. And so I don't like that. I want the best of the best clients that I can charge 50K from and they don't even care because the value is there and they have the money. And so it's a sniper outreach strategy. What you have to do is every single week on Sundays, you want to sit down and you want to manually put together a list of about 30 to 50 ICP leads, perfect clients, people that you would love to work with because they suit and fit exactly what you're looking for. And you do that once a week on Sunday. And what you do is you write down their name, you put down their profile link next to it. So this is a sheet, right? And then you put down their pain point. What do I mean by pain point? What you need to put down here is you need to put down their obstacle, their pain point, their problem, their bottleneck, the thing that you've been able to identify in their funnel that you can help them solve that's going to make them a lot more money. And this could really be anything. Say you run an agency and you target info product companies. Pain points could be anything in regards to landing pages. It could be paid ads. It could be anything in regards to content strategy. It could be sales team. It could be certain automations that they don't have in place. It could be the fact that they don't run webinars. Like, there's a lot of different things that you can help people with. So what you have to do here, very important, you have to actually understand your ICP. And you have to actually understand the problems that they're facing in their company and the things that are holding them back from growing. Because if you understand every single thing that could be holding them back from growing, and then every single week on Sunday you sit down and you actually get these 30 to 50 people and you note them down to be able to reach out to them throughout the week, well, then you're going to be able to pretty easily find the pain points of these people. Now, you do that on Sundays during the week. So Monday to Saturday, what you do is every day you send 3, 5, 10 pitches. This depends on how much time you have and how many leads you're actually able to scrape and how personalized you go. I would, as a rule of thumb, usually recommend taking 5 to 20 minutes of research per lead. But again, depends on the exact niche you're in and all of that good stuff. I usually recommend doing 10 a day, but I know that's hard to do in the beginning because this takes practice. This is not easy, and this is exactly why it works, because not everybody can do it, okay? Everybody can do it, but very, very, very few are actually going to continue to do it. Most people are just going to stop, and that's your advantage. Just don't stop. Get better every day. Continue doing it, okay? Now, what you're doing in those pitches, again, I already spoke about that, is you're going the personalized route, you're going the value route, you're going the effort route. And the most important and vital part to all of this personalization in the perfect cold video pitch is the pain point. The reason for that is simple. If you reach out to any prospect, it doesn't matter what stage they're at, it doesn't matter how big their business is, it doesn't matter how big their following is. If you reach out to a prospect and you speak about the exact pain point, the exact obstacle that they're facing in their business currently, and you're walking them through the solution on how to solve it, A to Z, and then you're just saying, hey, by the way, if you do want to have someone actually coming in and helping you with this, let's have a chat. If not, perfectly fine. Just implement this because it is going to make you a lot more money. If you package it that way, people are gonna be receptive. But the reason why people don't respond to you is, again, because in the first place, you're not even personalizing anything, you're not putting in any value, and you're not putting in any effort, and you're also not bringing in any expertise that's actually helpful to them, okay? That's the first part. But then when you do this, you have to hit on the right pain. If you're talking about a pain point that's irrelevant to them, why would they reply? I wouldn't, and you wouldn't as well. So keep that in mind. Now, for the structure of the perfect cold video pitch, I want to give you a rough structure here. And by the way, again, I told you at the beginning of this video that this is going to be fucking boring. I'm getting bored talking about this right now, but that's okay. Boredom is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because few people can be bored these days, okay? It's a good thing to be able to be bored and take in the value, but still continue watching. Like, if you've made it up until so far in the video, then you're already better than like 95% of people, which is crazy to say. But this is exactly what it takes to actually sign these clients. And this is exactly what works. And so if you just take in this information and this value and you actually implement it, it is going to change around your business. But you have to do it, you have to listen closely, watch the entire video, and you have to actually implement this consistently, daily, every single day, day in and day out, for a solid period of time, okay? The great thing about this is that this is my philosophy, right? The great thing about this is that what you can do is you can do the perfect cold video pitch strategy. You can pitch top 1% prospects. And then over time, what's going to happen is you're going to sign one of these people. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go above and beyond in the service delivery for them. And because you're going above and beyond in the service delivery, they're going to get great results. Now, when they get great results, one thing you have to understand here is that proof and case studies are like the most effective thing you can have in marketing. And so just having the proof and the case studies and the confidence that you gain because you actually just delivered a good result as well, just having that is already going to make you a lot more money. But in addition to that, every single person that's in the top 1% knows other people in the top 1% because they are all connected with each other. So if you do well for the first person, you're going to get the second one referred. And ideally what you want to do is you want to have 3 to 5, or, you know, if you want to scale big, 10 to 20 high paying clients, people paying you multiple 5 figures a month or even 6 figures a month, every single month, because you're almost handling a role like a business partner in the business. If you can do this, then you don't have to run after clients every single day, every single week, every single month. Because guess what? That's the hamster wheel that most agency owners find themselves in. They start out with their agency, they start it up, and they try to get clients. The problem is no one wants to work with them. Then all of a sudden they get a sale. And then they get a huge dopamine spike from getting that sale and they feel great. So they want this feeling again. So they try to get the next sale and the next sale. And they're chasing after this dopamine spike every week. The problem becomes this. You don't actually think about the delivery here. You might deliver a mediocre service to your clients, but guess what? They're going to leave you. They're going to churn. They're not going to send referrals. They're going to have neutral or bad word of mouth, which is bigger than people think it is. And it's just gonna this is gonna fuck up your business long term, and you're gonna be in this hamster wheel trying to run after new clients like every single day, when in reality, if you just got the sale and got a sale on a really good client, made sure that you go above and beyond in the results and then get referrals from it, this is a lot easier to run, and this is what in the long term makes a lot more money. And so targeting top 1% clients, retaining them and getting referrals and working with few clients at a time and focusing on them is, in my opinion, the best way to run an agency, because that's how you can truly scale. Okay, so this is why the perfect cold video pitch is the only way that actually works, right? Like if you're doing outreach right now and it's not generating you results for your agency, this is why. This is exactly what you should be doing. And if you're not doing this yet, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Okay, and so that's that. There's obviously a specific structure to, how you have to do the perfect cold video pitch as well, which I'm talking about here or there as well. If you want me to shoot a separate video on exactly how to actually do the perfect cold video pitch in detail and the exact structure that I follow with examples, just put that down below in the comment section right now. But I would recommend you, if you made it so far until the video, just rewatch this video, okay? Because you genuinely need to internalize this and understand why the current outreach you're doing is not working and what you should do instead. So I would recommend you rewatch this video. If you've made it this far, you're like top 2% of people that have, long retention on YouTube. So that's already a good sign. So I would recommend you rewatch this video. If you have any questions about literally any of what I just spoke about, DM me on IG. You can find that down below, or just ask me that question in the comment section. That's perfectly fine as well. Besides that, I will be posting more of these videos in the future. I'm currently posting 2 of these a week. If you find them valuable, I would appreciate it if you give a sub and also like the video. And then besides that, I'll see you in the next video.